I'm Cheryl Jones, and today we're talking about my favorite subject, Oklahoma food. And I have with me in the studio today Debbie Leland, who is a gypsy of the Prairie Gypsies, and Bob Ming, who is known by his nickname Mingo. So if we call him Mingo, you'll know who that is. And he's brought along some of his mustard. And I've been amazed in looking at how many mustards there are in Oklahoma. And today we have just a couple of these producers to share some of their favorites and secrets with you. So, Debbie, what are some of the favorites that you like to do with your mustards? I know you've brought the 3 varieties that you have. Can you tell us a little about each of those?
Sure. The apricot mustard was the first mustard that we produced, and it's displayed here on a roasted pork tenderloin. And we've got sliders prepared there. You can do a creamy mustard dip with any of the mustards to go on that, or any other type of slider, turkey, beef, shredded chicken, whatever. You can make a creamy mustard dip, and we do have recipes on our website for use of all of the products we make. Right now, the apricot mustard is always #1 in the line, but the chipotle lime, this one here in the middle, is the one that everybody's ordering right now for catering. And that one you can do as an entree wrap. You can toss it in chipotle lime mustard and wrap it in bacon and roast it. And then you can make a cream sauce with the drippings.
Wow.
You can do the same thing with this pork tenderloin that I just did, and I do have a second one prepared that I've saved the drippings so I can make the cream sauce and do as an entree. And then a lot of people prefer the milder mustard. All of these are made with mustard flour, which is very spicy. A lot of people will say, oh, it's got horseradish in it, but it's mustard flour. It's like a Coleman style mustard flour. But this one has some Dijon in it too, and it's much milder. And it has the whole mustard seeds and tarragon leaves in it. So it's really lovely with fish. We also do a tarragon mustard chicken. We do a tarragon mustard beef. And it's just fabulous. You can always put these things on a sandwich. You know.
So if someone wants you to cook this up for them, they call you as a caterer.
Right.
But you can work in your wonderful mustards into the menu if they
absolutely.
want. Oh, that's
and,
great.
you know, we want to encourage people to cook with our products. So we do have access to recipes on the website. And once they start cooking with it, they keep coming back. That's what we want.
That's just great. That's wonderful. And how many years have you been making these mustards?
16.
Wow, that's quite something. Yeah. And we might say that you're sort of single-handedly with a team behind you doing this now, because the other gypsies have gone on to other things.
Yes, I'm the last gypsy standing. That's what we say.
Well, that's a great product. Well, and Bob, tell us a little about your mustard that you have, which I know it says sweet hot.
Yes, ma'am. It lives up to its name. It's sweet and it's pretty warm.
Okay.
Some people say it's hot. To me, it's not that hot, but it is jalapenos. It's real good in deviled eggs, potato salad, and of course, like Debbie said, anything you put on a sandwich and a hot dog, whatever, it goes. If you like a little kick to it, that'll do it for you.
Well, I think in Oklahoma we like boot kicking, flavor licking recipes
Yeah,
around here, so we like any of those things that come along. So that's great. And you brought today a dip. You do the deviled eggs a little differently, and they're not so fragile to pick up, which I thought was kind of a clever idea. You put all the deviled eggs. May I open this?
Yes, ma'am.
And then we'll kind of see what we have in here. And this is the deviled eggs, and you just put this in a processor, food processor, and then you use it as a dip.
Yes, ma'am. Just dip with chip. Or you can spread it on a sandwich, on a piece of bread if you wanted to. But,
interesting. I guess it could make another sandwich layer that way.
I call it lazy deviled eggs.
Lazy deviled eggs. That's pretty cute. Okay, great. That's a great idea.
3 ingredients.
That's great. And so what inspired you to start making the mustard?
Well, I started the mustard last October. I make something I call Mingo's Pepper Butter, and I started that 2 years ago come July. And my co-packer, Eric Womack at S&S Foods in Mustang, he said, you'll have another product. And so last October, I got some mustard, started playing, and came up with this, and so I got another product.
That's great. And now you all have a special honor that came your way recently.
Oh, yeah.
Or I say
did.
you, I mean now you
Well,
as the gypsy.
Yes, there we go. Yes, we were selected to represent Oklahoma as one of the best food sources for mail order in the Southwest. So we're on the Epicurious website.
That's quite a big,
Yeah,
that's
very
a big
exciting
deal.
for us,
Well, that's
yeah.
great. Well, we're very proud of you, and you do our state proud, as do you, Bob. And I'm so glad that they could be here. And if you are looking for mustard, give these a try, because they're made in Oklahoma, and when you invest in Oklahoma, you invest in all of us. It makes us all taller and better off.